Did you know that in World War I, young men, barely out of school, found themselves buried waist-deep in mud, surrounded by rats, corpses, and constant death? They didn't just fight the enemy. They fought the rain, disease, hunger, and the slow unraveling of their minds. This wasn't a war of glory. It was survival. And it was fought one shivering night at a time, deep inside the trenches. Welcome to OldLegends, where we don't just tell history, we bring it back to life. If you're fascinated by the real stories that shook the world, subscribe now. Because today, we're going straight into the filth, fear, and fire of the First World War trenches. The year is 1914. You've just been shipped off to the Western Front. You thought you were fighting for honor, for country. What you walk into feels more like a graveyard than a battlefield. Endless rows of zigzagging ditches stretch for miles across France and Belgium. This is the trench. It's where you'll live, eat, sleep, and maybe die. The stench hits you before anything else. It's a mix of human waste, rotting bodies, wet clothes, and something sour you can't quite name, but it never leaves. Even after months, you stop noticing it, not because it's gone, but because it's become part of you. The mud is up to your knees. When it rains, and it rains often, the trench floor turns into a swamp. Men drown in it. Equipment is lost in it. You try to sleep standing, leaning against the wall because the ground is too soaked, too cold, too alive with lice and rats. And the rats, they're not scared of you. They're bold. They crawl across your legs at night. They bite the faces of the dead. You've seen rats drag pieces of flesh from a fallen soldier, and you can't unsee it. Some men snap. Others laugh it off. But no one is okay. You haven't changed clothes in weeks. Your socks are soaked through. Your feet ache constantly, and you feel like you're walking on raw bone. It's called trench foot. The skin peels away. Sometimes it turns black. If it gets worse, they amputate. Food? If it arrives at all, it's cold, tasteless, and barely edible. Hard biscuits that break your teeth. Tinned meat that smells like death. You force it down because it's either that or starve. Some days you don't eat at all. You write letters home, pretending things are fine. You don't mention that the man next to you was torn apart yesterday. You don't talk about how long you stared at his body, waiting for someone to take it away, but no one came. There's no rest. At night, you take turns on watch, eyes half shut, rifle ready, listening for movement, for the enemy, for anything. And when the shelling starts, the whole world shakes. Dirt rains from the ceiling. You grip your helmet and pray. Sometimes the explosion lands too close and your ears ring for hours. Sometimes the blast throws a man across the trench and you never see him again. But the worst is when the gas comes. Yeah. You see the green fog rolling in and panic sets in. You reach for your gas mask with trembling fingers. If you're too slow, you choke. Your lungs fill with acid. You fall to the ground clawing at your throat while your friends can't help you. They're too busy trying to save themselves. And yet, somehow, you survive. Day after day. Bombardment after bombardment. Loss after loss. You make friends. Not because you choose to, but because you need to. In the trench, the man next to you is your brother. You share rations, stories, even silence. Sometimes you cry together. Sometimes you laugh just to keep from breaking. You hold on to any humanity you can find. Because this war, this trench, it's trying to take it from you. And then, the whistle blows. You know what that means. You climb the ladder. Your boots slip in the mud. You look up and over the edge. No man's land is ahead. Barren, cratered, and littered with the bodies of those who didn't make it. You run. Bullets snap past your ears. Barbed wire tears at your uniform. You drop beside a body. He's your age, maybe younger. You don't even know his name. If you're lucky, you come back breathing. And then, you wait, in the mud, in the dark, for the next order, for the next shell, for the next name to be called. This is the trench. This is your life now. This is World War I. And the world would never be the same again.